This series is about my sixth Ford Ranger. I've owned 6 of them over the years, and they were all the same. Long box, V6, fleet. The fleet Rangers never had all the bells and whistles. It was just a truck. That was all I wanted. My first Ranger was a 1984. Then I got an 87. Then an 89. Then a 93. And finally a 2007. This is an image of my 2007 Ford Ranger one day before it was sold with 194,000 miles. And here it is setting next to the new Ranger, the 2022. It was special ordered as a super cab, 6-foot 1-inch box, vinyl floor, cloth seats, mud flaps, and the rear seat delete. So in this episode of my 6th Ford Ranger, I want to talk about the small trolley jacks, floor jacks. In the 5G forums, people talk about they don't like the small jacks because they rattle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to silence them so they don't rattle. Okay, this is my 2-ton floor jack. This is made by AC Delco. It's a GM 7430. I don't think this model is made anymore, but there's a whole bunch of them out there. A quick search shows that everybody makes them. They're probably all made by the same company in China. So, the places where they're going to rattle. You would think it would rattle here. It does not. Where it rattles is this part right here. Not in there, but on this pivot right here. I'll show you an inset. You need to get some rubber washers and bush it. You can see that I've got it bushed over to the side. And that takes care of that rattle. Next, over here, on these wheels, I've got some spacers. Now the problem is the plain bearing that this wheel rides on is wider than the casting for the wheel. So what you have to do is you have to take some washers and drill them so that you don't have any shuck to the side. And that takes care of a lot of it. Next is this part right here. This, actually it's that right there, because this goes up and down, and I've stopped it so that it doesn't rattle. I bought some O-rings. Just get an O-ring kit. And I put 2 of them on the shaft. Pushed it over this top plate onto the shaft. It can't go up and down anymore, but it can rotate, and that takes care of that rattle. So now when you go down the road, this metal on metal, it just doesn't happen anymore. So that takes care of the major problem that people were talking about, that it rattled and they didn't want to have it in their truck. But these miniature floor jacks, whether they're 1.5 or 2 ton, far easier to use and far faster than a bottle jack. So that's what I've come up with, and I think that you can take most any floor jack, or the miniature ones, and silence them